heart bleed tonight if I am sad tonight? I don't have a job to find, and if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home. Just so far from here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the nightmare, but when I stopped to see through sight, begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now. Try to change into sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. If I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'm falling asleep when I'm home. When I'm there's no way to go, no one that can see. I can see my life is crap. I have to.
Have you ever wanted to drive a real race car on a famous NASCAR track? The staff at Stock Car Racing Experience will suit you up, teach you what you need to know, and put you behind the wheel of a 160-mile-per-hour stock car on NASCAR's famous Pocono Raceway.
That was great. I enjoyed it. Unbelievable.
It's that unique, one-of-a-kind experience you'll never forget.
It was definitely worth it.
It's the second time I did it, and I'm still shaking.
Call or register online at 877stockcar.com for a heart-pounding, once-in-a-lifetime experience. You won't forget it.
right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome live tonight here at Darlington Raceway. That's right, RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. And if you're in the Pocono, Pennsylvania area, and you want to experience what it's like to drive one of these monster machines, well, check it out, because these boys, man, are flat going to get it done here tonight. I mean, very, very interesting to see what they have in store. I'm gonna like it either way, but Dave, I got Dave up here in the booth with me tonight. How you doing?
Doing pretty good, Joe. Feels like forever since I've been in the booth.
Absolutely, it has been forever. We've been having some off weeks, man, this week and whatnot.
Well, they did do that big update, so yeah, but it's great to be back here with the Racing Freaks and calling this race with you.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me see if I can get Trading Paints, man, situated here right fast, folks, before we get going, because I know some of these cars, man, are not wanting to show up. Yeah, that's what I'm trying right now. Make sure somebody's low. So we're going to I don't want to miss them. Alright. That's what we want to do right now. Dave, what do you think about here? We're at Darlington. Think about this track.
I think these drivers are going to have their hands full. Looking at the temperature, 91 degree track temperature, 81 degrees out. During practice, we've seen a lot of drivers struggling there coming out of turn number 2. So I think these drivers are going to have their hands full with these bad, fast machines.
Yep, absolutely. I agree with you. I do believe we're loading in some paint jobs now. Let's say bear with me a second, folks. Let's make sure we're getting some of these paint jobs in here. Some of these guys got some some of the guys got some unique ones.
Well, it's usually Darlington. Darlington's usually a throwback, so.
Absolutely. Gerald West got a nice throwback right there. I'm showing Mark Whitley in a 77. So slowly but surely, some of these guys are coming in. Paul Peppers is the only one that just doesn't seem to want to cooperate. But everybody else looks like they are. So let's bring it back live here. Sorry about that, folks. Like I say, we were just, I wanted to make sure I get these paint jobs up and going. Sometimes, man, trade paints is a little nightmare. Hey, you know how technical things go. But we're here at Darlington, and Darlington is a throwback style. So it's going to be very interesting to see what, you know, basically what, I don't know. I mean, this track is tricky. It's going to be a high line style track. What do you think?
Yeah, it's maybe starting out early in the run, they're going to be able to use that lower lane to try to get around when they have fresh tires. But the longer the run goes, they're going to be moving up to the outside there. And it's going to be tricky getting around here once they get 15, 20 laps on their tires.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they're going to be high riding it up against that wall here because, you know, like I said, we're here at RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, Darlington, South Carolina. That's right. Lady in Black, and the Lady in Black tonight definitely can get you what you call the Darlington stripe and definitely end up with a black stripe right there, and I guess why they call it that. So she can sneak out and fight you very quickly. Might want to watch out here tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see what these guys actually do here on this track. And Dave, I tell you, it's just an exciting because we're 2 races away before the chase starts here at RacinFreeks. That's right. These guys run the full length schedule of the NASCAR series, so it's going to be very interesting to see what these guys have got. There's already a lock chase. Probably next week when we get here at Richmond, I'll throw up a graph there to show you who's actually in the chase, because it's pretty much locked down as it is because they run a full season, so the top 16 are already locked in. But it still doesn't take away from anybody's ball game here because we got some very bad fast guys here that currently right now have been qualifying. Did I lose you?
Actually, Joe, I have to hop off here. I have an emergency that I have to attend to.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead, Dave. Not a problem, man. If you get a chance, man, get everything taken care of, everything's safe with you and whatnot. But if you get a chance to come on back in, we're still here. Come back in, dude. But hey, do what you gotta do, man. We understand.
All right, thanks, Joe, and hopefully I'll be able to catch the end of the race, man.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead. Well, that's Dave Everly, man, from Dre Broadcast. Man, up here was helping. Had an emergency come up there. Definitely, man, you know, family stuff and everything else like that. Hey, first and foremost, that comes more important here. But we'll solo this thing up here tonight in the booth, and if he gets back in time, definitely we'll be here. Well, we got a lot of great things. I got some, I got some interesting stuff. As qualifying has come to an end here, folks. We're live here at RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. And I hope right now that you enjoy this, because, boy, there's some guys out here tonight that are going to be buying for a win. It's going to be a very interesting race here. Very interesting way of putting it. What's going on, Tim? Blazing, how you doing out there? I definitely don't want to miss a lot of these paint jobs, like you say, because we got some throwback schemes going on as we're about to grid this thing up here tonight. So let's get them going here. As the pace car, man, is gridding them up. We're getting these boys set. Here we go. Let's go down the grid in order, because tonight, and matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and throw out what we got here for you, folks. There you go. Grid in order here tonight. Man on pole. That's Paul Pepper right there. He's putting it out there. Cedric Hunter starting second. We got Mark Whitley in third. Zach Hall starting fourth. Nick Crawford in fifth. Gerald West, Jay Weezy right there in sixth. Ed Burrell in seventh. Bob Skinner, the rock star, sitting in eighth. Tyler Conroy there in ninth. Darrell Ricketts starting in 10th. Brandon Mullen in 11th. Jeff Gilmore in 12th. 13th is Christopher Matthews. Randy Fayosh in 14th. James Hackworth 15th. Joshua Edens right there 16th. Robert Moyer, man himself, sitting at 17th. John LeBomber rounds out the 18th field here. We got 18 of some bad fast boys here. Some bad fast cars about to get set on a bad fast track here tonight, live, Darlington, South Carolina. Awesome set, man, here. I tell you what, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, you like that? Well, we've got some neat little things here to show off so and so for the night. So stay tuned. Hope you like some racing excitement. 133 laps here. We're about to do some big things for you guys, and it's going to be very interesting to see what we've got, or actually what I don't know. Basically, what it'll be interesting to see what it's going to be like here tonight, and what these guys are going to put on, what kind of show they're going to put on. You know, I'm very well aware of anything that might happen. So stay tuned, get cool. Yeah, I appreciate it, Lone Star. Yeah, well, you know, we try to work hard, make everything look good, smooth for y'all. And it's like I say, tonight we're live, Darlington here, RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. And it's definitely going to be an experience. So here we go. As these guys, man, are about to grid up. We'll get you a side-by-side here view of what these boys actually see and what these guys, man, definitely are. Probably get some in-car here a little bit for you. Definitely want to show off a few little tricks of the trade here as we're getting set here to go. Green flag racing for the first time here tonight as that pace car is coming out of turn number 4 and is about to set sail here. So get ready, get prepared. Back here, man, we're on the leaders up front. Here we go. Pace car's coming into turn 4, folks. About to set sail. Heads off in the pit road. Green flags in the air. We're going to give you a shot right there. What Robert Moyer seeing himself. As here we are. Paul Pepper's going to lead them to the line. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Darlington, folks, right there, side by side action as they head off into turn one. They're going to be 2 by 2 as they shoot off down into turn one. Look at Paul Pepper take that machine to the front. Well, we know that man definitely can run this machine until the wheels fall off of it. Mark Whitley right there all of a sudden comes up in the third. He's got that 77 machine looking very, very good. As we go on back here, driving along there with Robert Moyer, just showing what he's doing out here tonight. Kind of being a little held on to it a little bit. But right now, these guys, man, are running around. Mark Whitley currently sitting in third. Cedric Hunter, don't count him out. He's got that throwback scheme up there, looking very, very nice in that car. Like that. He's got a, yeah, I don't know why some of these paint jobs aren't showing up, but some of them are. Kind of funny, but either way. Hang on a second. We'll see if we can't get them showed up right. Oh well. We'll see if they'll pop up this time. Sometimes trading paints, man, definitely is one of them deals. I think there went one right there. We go. Maybe that's some of the throwbacks. They're loading it now. Well, Darlington right here, throwback, absolutely. We'll do the dash cam here. As gotta look, that number 4 machine, Nick Crawford, he's running pretty good right now in the 5th place spot. Oh, got a car man off the pace back there. That looks like the 17 machine. That's Edward Burrell, the number 17. So right now he's riding along, looking very good. There's Brandon Mullen. He's in that 20 machine. Hopefully, if anybody out there, man's watching, definitely let me make sure that some of the paint jobs are coming up well. And like I said, we're live here tonight, OSRNetwork. We're live here on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, and oh yeah, iRacing Live here tonight. I want to appreciate everybody coming out, definitely checking this stuff out here. Well, Robert Moyer is back here in the back, and he's on the move. He's definitely been able to climb up to the top. He's currently sitting in the 12th spot. And let's see what his paint job looks like right fast, just to kind of give you an idea. iRacing News. See, I don't think these things, man, are showing up right for some reason. I don't understand why they're not. Yeah, they're downloaded, so I don't know why. Yeah, a little throwback racing. I just don't think a lot of the paint jobs are showing up like they should be. And I think some of it has to do with iRacing. Some of them are showing up, some of them aren't. So we'll just have to see throughout the race here. And what I know, some other guys were having trouble, man, with some trading paints earlier on. So we'll see if, we'll just make sure trading paints is not having too many issues. There's John LeBomber in the 95 machine. He's back there running, looking very good so far. As these guys are up there. Randy Fayosh. Hey, I appreciate it, Tim, as always. Appreciate all the viewers out there. Man, you guys, man, are what it's all about. Definitely coming out here week in and week out. Tyler Conroy out there. He's got his flame machine running around, looking good. Back there in the back with Bob Skinner, though, man. Didn't make it, but Paul Pepper up front. He is definitely running and running very good out there. And he got the man right there. Gremlins in the machine. Yeah, no doubt. What's up, Couch? How you doing? All right, here we go. I don't know. Yeah, I'm hoping some of these paints are showing up right. I definitely need to let me double check on it, all right? Alright, folks, I'm back here. Appreciate that, man. Patience to everybody. Yeah, evidently trading paint's not talking. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to a commercial right fast. And we're going to put this on live here on the timer banner and show you what's going on. And we're going to come back here. And we're going to show you this because we want to show you some of these throwback paint schemes that these guys have got. And here, I mean, definitely want to be able to, I want to show you all these guys, man, paint jobs. So we're going to go here to a quick commercial. We'll be right back here, folks. All right, we're back to live though, man. I tell you what, these guys, man, are looking good in these cars out here as they're still storming around here. And we're at lap so far 26 here of 133. I appreciate it. Trying to get the paint situation here with trading paints definitely just not cooperating. So unfortunately, we'll have to live with some of these as being a white style here tonight. Hate to see that on their end. Looks like we got a car blowing up. Don't know who that is. He's definitely smoking very bad. That's I don't know who that would be. If we can't get an idea, or somebody, see if we can't get an idea who that was. All right, well, no caution yet. These guys have done very, very well so far. Lap 29 of 133, or 133 in the book so far tonight here at RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. Been trying to get this trade paint issue here going for y'all guys so y'all can see these awesome throwback schemes. Well, appreciate, man, everybody out there tonight. Hey, doing big things here. So it's always good to see what we got going on. So, what do you think about the racing so far? I mean, these guys have been putting on a very good show. Out front, Paul Pepper is the man who is putting it out there to him. So, he's definitely, man, been out there. He's led 30 laps. He's led everything so far. So, he's looked very good out there in the front side. Hey, all right, my hat's off to him. Man knows what to do. He knows how to race. Knows how to drive. Very good. Very patient. Right now, like I say, they've been under green flag here for a very long time. So that's an awesome thing. These guys, men, are putting up a very good number. And very good racing so far. All right, well, like I say, well, what's going on, man, out there, Robert? What's going on, Tim? Want to appreciate everybody out there tonight. Definitely, man, as these guys are looking good. We got another car smoking. Let's see if we can get an idea who that is, because he's off the pace here. Oh, that is Randy Fish. Excuse me. Man done blew up out there. See what happened to him here. Let's see if we can go on a replay. I think he got his Darlington stripe here tonight. Live here, South Carolina, Darlington. Let's go back one more time. Just see if we can't see what he's doing. Man, I hate to see that on his end. Like I say, these guys definitely will, they're going to flirt with disaster going up there every night. Night in, night out. Yeah, he got up onto the wall. Oh! Right into someone else there. Hope that wasn't a leader. Go back one more time, because boy, that was real close to looking where the leader was. Our gentleman up front there. Yeah, the 73. That's the 73 machine. That's Joshua Edens. Nowhere to go. Boy, Randy all tore up over that deal. Hate to see him, man, right there. But he's in pit road now. We've got a pit road, a very busy place. We've got pit stops happening here at Darlington, South Carolina. Well, I hope you're appreciating the race so far. And like I say, folks, you know, trying to get all the bugs and stuff worked out as far as how, like, the paint scheme and all, but doesn't seem like, man, this thing's going to want to cooperate with me. Hate to see that. But right now, Paul Pepper is the man out front, and he is dominating this race. So definitely, we got some go to our thing because we got pit road is a busy place here for a second. So let's see who we got on pit road. There we go. So pit road, man, right now, it's a very little busy place. So you see side by side Paul Pepper up front. He is definitely doing everything he can. So we're watching pit road as they storm across the line this time by. Definitely something to keep an eye out on, as these boys, man, are definitely flying around this track. Huge night here tonight at Darlington. The lady in black, and that man out front right there. The man that's sitting in second, you know who that is. That's Cedric Hunter himself. Definitely knows how to get around this track. Brandon Mullen right there in third. Looking good. Old Gerald West, look at that, pulling it up in the fourth place. That man, hey, count him out. He definitely knows how to get this thing done. Knows how to drive that car and drive very well. Well, we've got 17 of some bad, fast boys out here on a bad, fast track here tonight live. And some bad, fast cars live here at Darlington, South Carolina. So, I want to appreciate everyone coming out and definitely tuning in to what we've got. It's going to be interesting to see what these gentlemen, man, have under the hood of their cars. And looks like got a good battle going on back here in the backside. Let's take it to a split screen here right fast. Show you what these guys, man, are showing up front, because we're showing right now, we're looking at Gerald West, who's running fourth, but out back here, got a good battle going on in the backside there. So kind of give you a, there's a real NASCAR race going on at Richmond tonight. Whoa, up into the wall almost. He just about got his stripe there. The 86 machine. That's Gerald West. Looks like he's about, well, he gave up the spot to the 73. So you definitely got to be very careful here. If you're not careful, you definitely get up there and scrape that wall very, very quickly, very easily too. So something you got to be mindful of. As I'm mindful of it all the time, but hey, that's just me. Anyways, well, I hope everybody, man, is having fun here. We're live here tonight. All our thoughts and prayers for people down in Florida. Definitely don't want anything to happen to them. Don't want anything to happen to anybody, really. So, hey, we're here live. And right now, we're looking at that man who is currently in fourth place, Gerald West. He's looking very good. And old Robert Moyer, he's another one, sitting in fifth spot. We're under some green flag pit stops right now, as it looks like the 44 machine, he is coming down on pit road. We'll watch him here for a second. So pit road, a busy place here as we're going under green flag stops. Lap 43 of 133 here for the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. And these boys are definitely putting on an experience here tonight. As you just see old Darrell. Oh, we got two cars spinning on the track hard. That's the 16 of Robert Moyer. He's trying to hang on to it. Did he hang on? No, caution out. Oh, and he got clipped. Wow, gotta hate that. Let's go back on the replay there. See what happened to him. That's definitely something he's not going to want to see here. Wow. Hate it on his end. Well, yeah, let's watch this one here on the wide side view here just a little bit. 16 come in. And the 95. Wow. Kind of weaved just a little bit. Don't know what happened. Oh, gotta hate that. Crash, boom. Oh, and took out another car. Well, that is not what you want to see being out there. And, yeah, that's not what you want to see. That's definitely not, ouch. Well, it's, definitely going to be a busy place on pit road here, as these guys, man, are going to be going off. They're going to actually be, I hate to see that on Robert's point, because he was doing really good out front. So, I mean, these boys, man, are pit road, busy place right now. As you can see, man, guys are looking good. Hey, What's going on, Tim? How you doing? What's up, Taylor? Yeah, Robert right there. He's off the pace in pit road. So you gotta hate it, but we're showing you these guys, man, pacing around here as we're under caution for the first time in the 95 machine. Wow. I don't know what happened on his end. That's John LeBombard. Well, he's not having the night he wants. That guy definitely, wow. John LeBombard. Yeah, I wish Trading Paints would definitely update these paint jobs. Well, it looks like here we go. We got green flag pit stops going in. A couple guys staying out. As we'll see it side by side. Folks, we're here live tonight. Darlington. That's right. Darlington, South Carolina. So pit road, a definitely very, very busy place. As we're under caution for the first time here tonight. And these boys, man, now is getting to 4 tires and fuel. And these things fueled up here. Looking good while they're doing it. So, wow, Joshua Eaton's out there. As looks like now a lot of the leaders, they're getting a little bit of damage done. A little bit of things that need to be taken care of. So, that man right there, he definitely is wanting to, the 17, Edward Burrell, Randy Faust right there, Bob Skinner. Paul Pepper's been the man out front, just tearing this thing up all night long. He's just been a terror, and that's pretty much how it's been all night. Well, what do y'all like to see so far? I mean, is it, I tell you, these guys, man, are doing a wonderful, wonderful job. Doing a magnificent job inside these cars. And I like it. I like the racing anyways. Hope you do. I apologize about the paints. Don't know why. My Trading Paints just not want to have went out of here, updated this and updated that, did this and did that, and it just does not want to cooperate. As we're trying some things here to maybe try to see if I can't get it up and running for you before the end of this race to get these awesome paint jobs out here. Because these guys definitely, man, deserve that. And it's definitely on my end there that I can't get it up and running. Well, it's Trading Paint's ends also, but you know how that works. Let's see what we got. Yeah, just not wanting to cooperate. But we're getting set here to go back green flag racing, folks. We're going to get these things lined up here. Yeah, it's been a good race. I mean, a lot of racing here, you've got to understand, it's going to go single file. A lot of it's going to go with, 2x2, it's going to be a little bit of singles. Where we go, green flags in the air. We're back to racing here at Darlington. Lap 49 of 133 as Paul Pepper takes that thing to the front side. Cedric Hunter's on his back deck lid. And boy, I tell you, this is the storm right here. And in the back, we got a good one. A battle back here. We're riding along here. I believe it is with Zach Hall back in the back. But right there, you see it side by side. The battle up front. You can see Brandon Mullen pulling in on Cedric Hunter as they go nose to tail out of the storm coming down the front side. Right here at Darlington, look at the battle. And in the back, you see we're riding along in cars. So we're getting a battle from the back, a battle from the front here as these guys are putting on good. Whoa, car gets a little wiggly back there. Looks like Gerald West. He's got to hang on to that thing. If he don't hang on to it, he definitely, man, is going to have his hands full. Paul Pepper up front. He's got his hands full with the 13 machine, and the 13 looks like he's going to try to take it. He goes on the inside. They'll go door to door as they head to turn 1, and the 13 goes to the front for the first time tonight. He took that spot away from the 29. Well, here comes Brandon Mullen. He says, hey, fellas, I'm going to try it on my own here. Why not? I'm going to try to see if I can't get this thing, man, running. As always, hey, looks like Paul Pepper went a little high right there on the 29 machine. Gotta hate that. This is a tricky track, I'll tell you folks. If you've never been to it, or if you've never actually seen it run, Yeah, very tricky. So you definitely want to see it. Hey, I know Tim, man, likes this shot right here. We'll take it to the dash cam view as we'll take it to side by side, boy, and he gets right into him. Boy, we saw that one up close and personal. Wow. Well, they got into each other, and you hate to see that one. That was Brandon Mullen and Paul Pepper. He got just a little bit loose there. So definitely, man, these guys right now are putting on a show. Zach Hall back in the 6th spot, not making waves up like he wants to. And I know he would definitely love to put that car up front a little bit more than what he had. And right now, he's just riding along in the back spot as we got a good battle going on here for the lead. Looks like Brandon Mullen's going to pull that machine up there. Paul Pepper almost lost that machine up there. But up front, we got another battle coming on here brewing. So hang on to your hats as we're still under green flag racing. Only one caution here tonight. Pretty darn good here for 133 laps as these boys, men, are storming around this track at Darlington. Good battle about to happen up front. Great battling going on back here in the back as we're going to get an idea of what's happening back here. Let's get you a good shot, man, of what's going on back here in the back. Back side here with Zach Hall and them as we'll get you a split screen there. We'll get you a shot of up front. Look at that storm of cars back there in the back as they go three to nose to tail, all three of them. So we got a battle for the lead and a battle back and forth, 5th, 6th, 7th spot. We keep you up and update all the action going on here. Brandon Mullen is terrorizing the number 13 machine out front. That's Cedric Hunter. But back there with Zach Hall and company, they got their hands full as those 3 machines back there are roaring around this Darlington Speedway here tonight live for the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League. Look at the closing rate there that Brandon Mullen gets coming out of the turn, going down the straightaway. He's going to try to get him going into the turn here, but we'll have to see what happens. So far, these boys, man, are putting on a very, very good show. I love it. Robert Moyer's right there in the front side. Now, Robert didn't lose a lot. He's still 13th. Tyler Convoy, though, he's right there with him. It's a good mix of cars, though. It's old Mark Whitley right there in the 9th spot. Zach Hall still sitting right there in the 6th spot. As we still got a battle up front. As these guys, man, are doing it big style. As the 13 of Cedric Hunter's hanging on to it. Brandon Mullen's right there in the 2nd spot. Looking good. Oh, Brandon's in the wall. Got that Darlington stripe. Going to let Paul Pepper pull up there just a little bit. Hang on to your hats, folks. That's what happens here. The lady in black, she'll jump out there and bite you. Put a black mark on the side of your car just a little bit. Because they're flirting with disaster every time they pull up there. As they storm across the line this time by, going to be lap 59 of 133. In the books here, Cedric Hunter, the man got that Ford power machine out front looking good so far. As he's hanging on to this one. We definitely got some good racing happening here all over the track so far. I love it. Hope y'all love it. As he got a good battle back here. That's old Zach Hall right there. He goes around that man. Let's find old Zach Hall here and see what we can look and see where he's at. Zach's back there in the back. He's in the 32 machine. Now, let's go on the in car here just for a second. That's definitely not what we want right there. That's definitely not what we want. Yep, I don't think we got an in-car for him. Well, we'll do the dash cam here. We're going to ride along with the dash cam here with Zach Hall and ride along what he sees out here. Currently, he's running in the 6th place spot. He started 4th, and he's flying. As you can see him going around Darlington here, he goes way high into the turn, and that's just typical for this track. It's going to take you up high to the turn, kind of suck you into that outside lane. You start in, you try to curve that thing down. The problem is, look at it, it's going to drift way up there. You flirt with that wall ever so slightly. As he comes out of it, you got to be very gentle with the throttle a little bit. As he smooths out of the turn, passes the start-finish line. Looks good coming across there. So, kind of give you an idea of what he sees, what we see, and definitely get these guys out here. Well, are y'all ready? Because you know what time it is. That's right. It's time for the, y'all want it? Speed cam, right? Y'all ready for it? I'm ready for it. because it's that time. Speed cam time. Let's see if I can't get us back compared to the leader though. I want to get him going here, as he is still under fire by the 20 machine, and Paul Peppers done put it up there. So get ready. Bring the speed cam. All right, folks, well, I'll tell you what, if that doesn't get your blood pumping, your heart jumping up and down, and your darn hair, man, standing up on your arms, I don't know what will, because that's just pure racing excitement right there. Gotta love it. I love it. Hey, might want to see a doctor tomorrow, Sunday, so you probably want to go to ER. We're at lap 69 and 133. Very good race so far. These guys are very good professionals out here. Now, one thing you got to look about is Darlington. We've only had one caution here tonight so far. And we'll do our rundown here. Let's do what we like doing here. We'll do a side-by-side here of a our man out front, who I believe right now is Paul Peppers running in the second place spot right now. He's definitely looking good, and so we'll see him right there. Boom. So look at the intensity on his eyes as we're seeing him run around this track. And that's Paul Pepper right there, folks. So he's looking good. He's got a little bit of damage on the rear end of that car, so you got to be very mindful of that. We're watching Paul Pepper. He's sitting in the second place spot. Man put it on pole tonight. Definitely running very good so far. So that's your second place man right there running. You got a hats off to him. Love that one. But this guy out front, Cedric Hunter, and that 13 machine, he's definitely done everything he's needed to do tonight. Awesome running so far. Well, I tell you what, let's do this. Let's get a rundown order. Let's do our OSRNetwork rundown order here tonight. Our guys out front. And I got one thing over here that actually will show off the paint schemes. So let's do this right here as we do the rundown order. We're going to set you up on the dash cam, or actually give you a cockpit view. So we're going to go side by side. Split screen here, folks, for the rundown order here. That man right there, Cedric Hunter, he's out front looking good with the 13 machine. Sitting in second. That's right, man sitting in second. That's going to be old Paul Pepper. He's running there in the second place spot. And the man sitting in third, Brandon Mullen. That's another good one right there. And we got Zach Hall sitting right there running in the fourth place. Actually, excuse me. That's old Tyler Conroy. He's running in the showing him running one lap down in the 7th place spot. And the fourth place car right there, actually the 8th place car, Nick Crawford, he's looking good in the Kodak machine. So kind of got a little bit of the throwbacks for you here. 32 car there. He's actually currently, that's the 4th place man, Zach Hall, looking real good running out front. As we, car in the pits there. Look at that 16 machine. That's Robert Moyer. Unfortunately, 3 laps down, running in 12th place. 77 machine right there, Mark Whitley. He's in 9th, 1 lap down. The 44 machine, that's Darrell Ricketts. 1 lap down, sitting in 10th. 95 machine. That's John LeBomber. 5 laps down, sitting in 16th. 23rd, number 23 machine there. Looking good. James Hackworth. 3 laps down, 13th. Oh, a little tore up Hardy's machine out there, the 17. Gotta hate that one. That's Ed Burrell. He's 15 laps down, but still trying to get this thing done, sitting in 17th spot. There's your number 73 machine right there. That's Joshua Edens, who's currently 3 laps down, sitting in the 14th spot right now, respectively. Number 57 machine. That's Jeff Gilmore. He's running 11th right now with 2 laps down. Randy Fayosh. Hope I say it right. Randy Fayosh, who is currently running right now the 15th spot. He's a couple laps down himself. And then we're back up here to Cedric Hunter as we went through. We got to hit that 92 machine there. Brandon Mullen. So let's see what there's old Gerald West. Gerald West, man, is actually running in the 5th place spot. And there's the 92 machine himself. Looking good. That's Christopher Matthews sitting in 6th right now. So definitely these guys, man, putting it to the win. Looking good. That's our OSRNetwork rundown order, folks. I appreciate it. I was actually able to get paint jobs on the one side somehow. So don't know why they're not doing it on the other side. But either way, that helps out. Racing so far has been good. Lap 80 of 133. Definitely one of these style races where, hey, it's anybody's ball game. You know, it's one of these deals where, you know, they're out here just running. I mean, you got to be very, very mindful, very careful. Just be very, very patient out here so far. As we're here live tonight, Darlington, South Carolina. That's right, the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. And this is the race here. And I know everybody's looking at the Richmond race for real tonight, so definitely want to appreciate that. And that's their last race for the chase. So you gotta love that one. That's one that you got to definitely check out and like seeing. So right now, these boys, man, are putting up big numbers and doing big things. As we're looking good here. As Robert Moyer out is not doing the night he wants, as he's sitting in the 16th spot. So Darlington right now is one of these tracks where you just got to be very, very careful. Cedric Hunter has had the car dominant out front all night long. Brandon Mullen right there sitting in 3rd. Zach Hall in 4th. And old Gerald West has done very, very good sitting in the 5th place spot. No Christopher Matthews there. Well, he's done very respectable in himself, sitting in the spot where he's at. You got to love it. So, very good race right now. There's the top 6 machines. Tyler Conroy out there. It looks like he's going to try for a battle, I think. Is that's not Tyler Conroy. Nope, sitting in the 2 machine. He's currently running in the 7th place spot right around here. So Darlington's one of these tracks where it's a very tricky place. That's one that you got to be very careful at. Right now, Zach Hall is going up underneath Brandon Mullen right there. That's a spot. That's a battle for third spot. He takes it away, goes up underneath him. Looks good doing it. Wow, gotta love that move he just put on him. So out front here, these boys are doing it. Hey, yeah, Tim, I'll tell you what. Got a long way to go. Well, these guys right now, it's not too long because we're getting down here to lap 85 of 133, folks, in the books. As you got the number 4 machine out there. That's Nick Crawford, a man lap down. And a good battle right here for second place. Now, these two guys, man, are doing some big things. They run around this track. Yeah, you got to love it. I love it anyways. Right now, looking at, and you got to look way back here in the backside. We got a good battle, though, brewing here for second. About the best battle on the track. And that battle right there would actually be, oh, wow, I'll tell you what, Zach Hall got up into the wall a little bit. And that's going to let Brandon Mullen pull up on the backside of him just ever so bit. Well, I had Dave up here from Ray Broadcasting up in the booth with me. He had an emergency, so he had to step away here. You know, unfortunately there, but I definitely do want to appreciate everybody here because we're live here tonight. We're on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, and oh yeah, iRacing Live, and definitely want to appreciate that. Appreciate everything that everybody does. It's awesome, man, to see what you guys, man, bring to the table out here. Right now, definitely a good battle brewing on the second place spot as the man there, Zach Hall's got Brandon Mullen all over his back deck lid. As it looks like we're going under green flag pit stops again, folks. That's something we have to keep in mind here. The green flag pit stops might be taking place. Yep. Well, so we got some good hard racing going on here in the backside. Well, again, like I say, appreciate everybody coming out. It's a good battle going on for second spot because that man right there, Paul Pepper, excuse me, that's for third and fourth. Paul Pepper sitting in second. And right now, Cedric Hunter, he is the man out front. He's in a little bit of lap traffic. He's got to be very mindful, be very careful. He's out front, but he's got a 3.6 second lead. Looking good doing it. So these guys are getting out of the way. Very good professionals here at the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. As Paul Pepper's making his pit stop, folks. I think we got a lot of green flag stops about to happen right here. As let's watch it on the split screen side here, as you'll get an idea of what's going on. We'll watch Paul Pepper take his pit stop as he brings that car way down to the start-finish line here. I guarantee he's going to get 4 tires and fuel as everybody's going to storm off into pit road. Yep, definitely a busy place. The leaders on pit road, Paul Pepper. Our pole sitters on pit road, our pole sitter, excuse me, was on pit road. As we're watching it, watching a good battle going on in the backside there. Wow, look at that. Man took off and he's gone. The 13th, Paul's gone. So if that's Brandon Mullins, he's gone. So the top 3 guys right there, all those guys brought it in and looked good doing it. So good race absolutely out here. I want to appreciate y'all coming out, and definitely because we're here live. Let's just give you a little idea. RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. What's going on, John Marine? How you doing? Darlington, South Carolina. That's right, Darlington. Clear skies here tonight as these boys are doing big. Paul Pepper's right there. He's out front, looking good so far. And back here looking at old Robert Moyer right now, not having the night he wants. I believe the 2. Yeah, the 2's definitely got a car out there that's looking very good. So I think once they make his pit stop here, Tim, I think this might be it. I think this actually might be the pit stop that all these guys need right now. As looks like Gerald West is on pit road himself. Yep, Gerald West on pit road. Let's go to our pit road here and show you what's going on, because that man right there currently running in the 5th spot, Paul Pepper. He's got the 73 right there behind him. Kind of keep you up to date here. As, yeah, we're under caution. So what happened here? Because it says we're under caution. Absolutely. Darlington, you're right. Darlington, South Carolina. Now we're under caution here for some reason. Don't know why. But under caution for the second time tonight. Boy, that's going to let that man right there, Christopher Matthews, he's going to benefit big from this one. So, wow, huge time right there. So we're going to see what happens to the field here. So that definitely is one of those that. Hey, absolutely. Well, it's always, man, a pleasure for you to be here. Let's see if Christopher Matthews actually goes into the pits here, because I don't think he made his pit stop. And that's definitely going to benefit him that he didn't make his pit stop. So, wow. That's going to track a lot of fast guys a lap down. Most notably Zach Hall, Tyler Conroy, Nick Crawford. All are going to be a lap down. Wow, don't know what the caution's for, but I tell you what, got a lot of beat up cars out there, don't we? And yep, we're going to watch our race leader go into the pits. We're going to watch watch the other machines out here running around. Like I say, I want to appreciate everybody coming out. Definitely, it's good to see, man. Houston's doing very well as we're here under caution. Got a lot of cars coming down on pit road here. They are storming all in pit road. Gotta love that. There's our current leader. As we're seeing side by side. Darlington stripes, absolutely. There's a lady in black, and it has definitely got a lot of Darlington stripes out here. Well, folks, like I say, I want to appreciate y'all coming out here as we're under caution here. Again, lap 96 of 133. A lot of people out here. Looks like looks like Christopher's going to get a little bit of his optional done under pit road here in the caution. Why not? Time to get it done. Get that car fixed up just a little bit. A lot of these guys are, because he's still sitting on pit road. There's a few guys out there out front have stayed out. There goes the number 54. That's a Randy. And still, Christopher is still staying out front, or still staying in pit road. I got a feeling he's getting a lot of his optional done, which, hey, again, he might as well. That's going to put Gerald West up front, back with looks like with old Cedric Hunter. Definitely one of these things. Hey, I appreciate everybody out here tonight. We're in the caution. Lap 96 and 133 here. Live in the books. So, you boys, man, definitely are you're in for a treat. If you love racing, if you like what you see so far, hey, hit a like, hit a share, hit a sub, man. As always here at OSRNetwork. I love seeing everybody. Love everybody being happy. Love everybody, man, loving the racing. I love racing. As lights are off on the pace car. You know, we've got 6 cars on the lead lap. Gerald West and that man Cedric Hunter up front there. And it looks like they're going to be very mindful in what they do. Yeah. Too tough to tame. That's right. You said it, John. Definitely too tough to tame. I couldn't have said it better myself. As this track is definitely a tough one to tame. As we're getting set here to go back green flag. Pace cars in. Here we go. Green flag's about to hit the sky. As Cedric Hunter is going to storm to life here. These monster machines, listen to them. They're going to put the hammer down. Metal pedal to the floors, I like to say. Riding along, Tyler Conroy on the one side, but you're going to get to see the leaders there. Brandon Mullen, they go side by side in turn number 1. Green flag in the air as we hear the lights. Boy, I tell you, oh, they mix it up back there. Paul Pepper's up high. You got to be very careful there as Gerald West, he gets a little bit loose. Man, look at Brandon Mullen making waves, making moves. He is trying to run down that 13, but we have got a battle back here in the back. Hang on to your hats, folks, because it is getting mixed up a little bit. These boys, man, are definitely not doing, well, not taking it easy right now, but Gerald West is definitely having a hard time with that car. As up front, we've got a 4-car battle, and these boys are on new tires, and they are definitely getting it done. Well, let's ride here side by side as we're going to watch this battle up front here. Not let you miss none of the action here. Watch the battle up front. We're riding with Gerald West there on the side. Let you see what he sees because he's running currently right now in the 5th place spot. Got jockeyed back a little bit up front. You got 3 cars though. Look at the pull that the 20 gets. He's going to try to scoot down the inside if he possibly can. He'll look going down the back stretch. Not going to happen here. As these boys, men, are definitely going into turn number 3. He pulls up on the deck lid. Try it one more time. Not going to get it done. Wow, you have got to be kidding me. This is what you call a dog fight happening up front here. And what Paul Pepper sees is what we're about to see right here. Out the nose front of that car as we got a battle, 3-car battle up front. Brandon Mullen on the inside. The 29, he scrapes the wall, gets a stripe there. Tyler Conroy's on the move, though. He's in 6th, lap down. He definitely would love a caution, but it's definitely 3 cars up front battling it out. Zach Hall's in the mix there a little bit, so hang on to your hats. Man, right there, we're riding along with Paul Pepper. That's the 3rd place man. You see what he sees? Brandon Mullen's in the wall. Hang on to it there, son. Don't lose it yet. He didn't. He hung on to it. That 20 machine got a hard stripe. Let Paul Pepper go around him as he's going to try to take down and run down that man up front, the 13. So right now, definitely some good running going on as right behind the 32 machine. So the top 4 guys are all nose to tail storming around here at lap 103 of 133. Oh, it's Cedric Hunter. He throws the block on him on the inside. They go door to door. They are battling it out. Brandon Mullen says, I want to come back up here and battle. They'll go side by side here, folks. We'll see what Paul Pepper sees out the front windshield. It is a dog fight up front. He went on the inside. Got a battle going on for 3rd, 4th. The 20, yeah, he is about to shake it up front here as these boys are putting it to the wind. They're on very good tires right now. And these guys definitely know what they need to do. Right behind them, you got a battle for the lead. You got a battle for 3rd and 4th place right there. So you got Paul Pepper climbing all over the back end of the 13 machine. But you also got this man right here in the backside. That's Zach Hall, who is climbing all over the back end of that man, which is Brandon Mullen, who's in the wall. Hard lick into the wall. Uh-oh. Zach Hall. Oh, you gotta hate it. Gotta hate it. Let's go back on the replay because I'm gonna show you just what happened with Zach Hall right here. That's awesome racing. But let's watch what happened right here, folks. Brandon Mullen slid up, nailed the wall very hard. Zach Hall had nowhere to go. He got nailed very hard up front. Hate to see that on his end. Oh, right there. 2 cars together. Boom. Oh, man. Punched in that front of nose of that machine. Well, as we said that, guess who just made a lead change? Paul Pepper. Boy, he ran down Cedric Hunter and blew right by him. Just knocked his doors right off when he went right by the 13 machine. He says, see you later, gotta go. And up front, these boys are just making headway. You gotta love the racing that they were putting on. New tires made that car come to life on the 29 there. The 13 machine of Cedric Hunter, well, he's looking good. Zach Hall is still running in 3rd as Brandon Mullen, unfortunately, has had a disconnect. I think that might be what happened. He actually had a disconnect. Unfortunately, Zach Hall's got a beat-up, mean-looking Bulldog car. And you're right, John. Awesome racing up front here as it's Darlington. And these guys are getting it done. Look at old Jay Weezy out there in that 86 machine running in fourth. Well, and then Tyler Conroy. That's another one. Guy out on him. He's looking good in the 2 machine. Who's in the, well, Tyler Conroy is the first man a lap down. He's sitting in 5th. So we've only got 4 cars on the lead lap. And that's due to that caution coming out with everybody taking green flag pit stops. Gotta hate when that happens, but it does happen. Good battle going on right here, side by side. Jeff Gilmore. Oh, Gilmore up into the wall. That's going to let Robert Moyer go on, slip on by there and take that 8th place spot. Well, Robert got hung up in a little wreck earlier on, and he's been able to battle back so far. And he's been very careful, very kind of mindful of what he needs to do. So right now up front though, as we're watching this good battle going on back here in the back, let's show you what's going on back. We'll show you what's going on up front here. A steal with the number 2 machine there, Tyler Conroy. He's battling it out there. He's got a couple lap down cars. He's got Nick Crawford right there in the mix. A good battle. So we've got battles going on all over the place here. Up front, middle, and in the back. These guys, it's getting down to the nitty-gritty side of things. These boys are about to pick it up here. Gotta love it. I love picking it up. Hope y'all do. But either way, here we go. That right there, man, Jeff Gilmore. Him and Robert Moyer, they're going to have them a good battle, man, going on again. As we go back up front here, Zach Hall still hanging on. Oh, whoa, Cedric Hunter's in the wall. That was our 2nd place man, and caution is out. Ouch. Let's go back on the replay here. Wow. Gotta hate that. Let's see what happened. He came out of the turn, running, and don't know if him and Tyler might have got together, but he's coming out of the turn. Oh, I think they might have just got together. He got loose one. Something happened. Wow. Well, that is definitely not what you want to see. As we're under caution here again, and folks, well, here we go. Yeah, I got some nice Wrangler ones. Yeah, for some reason my one side, my trade paint's not working, the other side is. But hey, green flag stops coming out here. Cedric Hunter's going to try to do the thing he needs to do here. These guys up front all night long. It has been one of those days. I mean, look at those cars out there, beaten, battered, everything that they possibly could be. So right now, this is a race off pit road. As we see a bunch of cars, some of them are going to take the wave around. That's right. Caution. Caution's out. Yeah, caution's out again here. Lap 114 of 133 here in the books tonight. I appreciate everybody coming out, man. It's been a good one so far. And as like we always say, things are going to heat up at the end. Hey, that's just racing. That's just how it goes. That's just how it is, really. It's racing. Well, if anybody's on the Facebook side, leave me a message, leave me a like. Definitely let me know what's going on. I'll get up with you after the race. Leave a comment if you like it. Hey, if you like what you see over here on the YouTube side, definitely hit a like button for us. Hit a sub if your first time coming out watching. You know, I know we're out here on Saturday night. Saturday night, a lot of things go on. A lot of people out there definitely is watching the real NASCAR race, Richmond. So hey, yeah, it said 796. I appreciate it. Well, I think we're at a stalemate there, John. Yeah, that's the accountant, John Marine out there. I go off of, I don't look at the big picture of big numbers so much. I appreciate all the viewers, appreciate these leagues, these drivers out here, man. These guys out here are the ones that do it big. And definitely, man, it's an awesome thing to see Darlington with a lot of these nice looking cars out here. Definitely nice guys, man, for the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. As right now, well, it has been an experience. These guys have definitely done what they needed to do. And, hey, why not? I mean, it's been awesome. Racing right now has been very, very good. Some of these cars are going to get the wave around now. So we're going to see some of them coming around and wave around. There's actually one of them, Christopher Matthews. We're watching him there on the right side. He's going to get the wave around up front. Here we go. Tell the winner, he said, congrats. Where you going, team? You got to go to bed? I hear you. About to miss a race. Well, here we go. Pace cars going down the back stretch. He's going to send these monster machines a-flying, as always. That's what I like to call them, monster machines. Oh, yeah, if you're in the Pocono, Pennsylvania area, you want to experience what it's like in real life to drive one of these things, check out Stock Car Racing Experience, because they're from Pocono, Pennsylvania, the raceway area there. So here we go. Pace cars in. About to be in here. Is it coming out of turn 4? Pace cars in. As Christopher Matthew makes it up to the back end of the field. Paul Pepper and company up front with Zach Hall. He's about to take these boys and send them big here as they go off into turn number 1, side by side. Hang on to your hats. Roaring engines coming to life. Lap 117 in the books of 133. Pepper takes it up front. Boy, he definitely, man, knows how to wheel that machine right there. Absolutely makes it interesting. Definitely. Right now, Paul Pepper's up front, and behind him, it is a fight. Boy, at the 32, though, as Zach Hall said, I got in trouble, used his fast fix, but here comes Cedric Hunter. Back at it again, on their charge. It's not over with yet, folks, between those two. I got to believe that old Cedric Hunter thinks that he can get up there and run with these guys. So it's definitely going to be very interesting to see if he can. I'm interested to see, man, what's going to happen, because this is a good battle up front. Absolutely. Yeah, they're going to have a convertible if they want me to get in one of them cars. That's just all it is to it. I'm going to need a convertible. Got a good battle going on up front here. Behind him, though, look at that, pulling up behind them. As we'll keep up front here. Well, let's go side by side here just for a second, because we're definitely going to watch this battle between the 4 cars up front. Focused a little bit on what Cedric Hunter has, and we'll take it here to the dash cam. Cedric Hunter pulls up on the 29. Behind him, though, we got a good battle going on. Look at that 29 machine bounce around just a little bit. He's got to hang on to that car. Well, that thing is very, very loose, very bouncy right now coming out of the turn. Be very careful with it. He's got a mean machine behind him of the 13, as we got a 4-car battle happening up front as they storm out of the turn. We're watching from the dash cam here of Cedric Hunter, the battle for second, but we see behind him that he's got a car coming up on his backside, and that would be Zach Hall, by the way, who got in to a little bit of accident earlier on. So hang on to your hats, folks. We're about to heat it up front. These boys are about to do some big things as they are nose to tail right here. Wow. Look at old Zach Hall right there. No, you want to talk about putting it on somebody's back deck lid. Well, there you go. We'll get a in car with him and let you see what's going on as far as a high view on the other side here. As these boys are definitely, it is a 3-4 car horse race up front. You gotta love it right now as we're riding along here with that man. That's Zach Hall right now, who is trying to pull that machine up front. As these 4 cars definitely are looking very good. There you go, 32-4 machine. That's Nick Crawford back on the lead. Gerald West sitting in 5th. Christopher Matthews in 6th. As Gerald West is a little bit behind, but there's only a half-second splitting the top 4 cars right now as we're getting down here with 10 to go. Actually, we crossed the line, going to be less than 10 to go. Let me tell you, lap 133, well, hey, that ends it. Lap 129, caution comes out, that ends it. So definitely going to be interesting as these 4 cars are putting on a very, very good battle up front here right now. Zach Hall's trying. He got bumped just a little bit earlier on. So those guys, man, he's got to be mindful of that. You know, early on when Brandon Mullen got into the wall, well, guess what? That was not something he wanted to see. As we go through the field here, looking through some of these cars, man, out front. A lot of good-looking paint jobs out there. I definitely enjoy, man, seeing these guys. But boy, we got a battle brewing up front. Cedric Hunter goes on the outside. He is looking to try to take that lead away from the 29. He looks on the inside. Boy, he's got to be very careful because he could easily clip that man coming out. Zach Hall says, well, you held the door open a little bit right there. But he's got the preferred high line going into the turns. And that's the thing you got to be mindful of. That high line is the place to be around here as he takes it. Oh, boy, Nick Crawford almost got to the back end of the 32. Them 2 back there are going to definitely battle it out. So it is a dogfight going on up front. And Zach Hall, again, wow. Well, folks, let's go back. Because, again, got into some damage. This has not been his night right now. Absolutely, green, white, checker. Well, let's see what happens here. Zach Hall on the replay right quick. No caution came out, but we know Nick Crawford and him was side by side going into the turns. Nick, just barely into him just a little bit. Pushed up the track. Zach into the wall. Zach is just not having a good night here. Well, still a good battle going on between these 2. I just hate to see, man, what's happening there. You know, you got to hate. You definitely got to hate that right there. I mean, I hate Zach had a very fast car, and well, as he had a very fast car, you know, and I know, it's one of those deals. Anything can happen. But Paul Pepper's the man still out front. He's got this man right here, Cedric Hunter, all over his back deck lid. As Cedric Hunter is trying to climb his way back up front and run down the 29. So we got a battle for the lead with 3 laps to go. This is the lead right here, folks. This is the battle. Up front, Paul Pepper. He has led a lot of this race so far. Led 75 laps of this one. As the man in the number 13 climbs on the back deck lid, looking good as he pulls up on the backside. He'll go into the turn here as they'll come out of it lap 31 or 33. Well, we're going to have 2 to go. Storming down the bad stretch of Darlington, South Carolina. The number 29 machine, Paul Pepper's trying to hang on to it. He's got the 13 climbing on his back deck lid. As we're seeing these 2 cats out here, some of the best. Paul Pepper gets in the back. Wait a minute, Cedric Hunter puts it right there in the back bumper, puts the bumper on him, tries to do the bump and move. He's going to try to do everything he can to get around him, as he's going to try one more last-ditch effort here as the white flag will fly. Folks, the battle for the lead here, and that's the number 29. Oh, look at the drive the 13 gets coming into the turn. Boy, I tell you, let's give you an in-car view of what Cedric Hunter sees, because it is definitely close. They are loose, coming off, white flag in the air, one more time around this track for those 2 gentlemen right there. Man, Nick Crawford is running in 3rd place. Out front, Paul Pepper's just got to hang on for one more time, folks, around this track, and it's going to be huge if they do. Right now, it is definitely a fight as they come out of turn number 4. He gets into the back of Paul Pepper. He puts the bumper to him at a turn 4. Checker flag. Cedric Hunter will definitely put this thing Wow, you've got to be kidding me. Holy cow. Oh, wow. Let's go back on the replay because he did do the bump and run. He put the bumper to the back of the 29 coming in turn number 4. Actually going into turn number 3. He puts the bumper to him right here in the turn 3. Boom, right there. Bump and run, kick and run in the backside out of turn 4. Cedric Hunter will do it, boy. I tell you what, there won't be no Christmas card sent between those two gentlemen right there after that one. Wow, what a finish. What a finish to a race. That was awesome. That's all I got to say. That was just awesome, awesome, awesome. Gotta give hats off to that man, Cedric Hunter. Folks, he pulled that off. An amazing, amazing finish of a race here. Definitely, man's going to burn him down right there. What do you say? What do you say? That was just exhilarating. And I hope, man, you appreciate it. I tried to get some best shots I could for that one. Coming to the end of it, well, like I say, there'll be no Hallmark cards between those two, as those guys are probably going to be, as I pull them up here together, they're probably going to be talking it over. They'll probably be yelling at each other as soon as I bring them into the waiting room here and try to get a word in with it. John, well, I want to appreciate everybody coming out because, well, if you caught the end of that one, you caught the thriller of the race right there. I'm trying to look for old Nick Crawford. There's old Nick. Good deal. Third place man, so we can get a talk with him tonight. Wow. You got to love it. But that was some exciting racing right there at the end. Hats off to that guy. He's burning them down. Definitely. Rightfully so. Burning them down. Got to love it. Gotta love it. Man, hey. That was awesome. That was awesome. Well, let's bring up our third place man, Nick Crawford. If he'll bring his mic back on. Nick Crawford, Joe in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, Nick, I tell you what, it's Darlington. And it's definitely the Lady in Black. And it was just one of those races where it was very hard fought. And everything had to be right on. But you was able to pull this thing off and survive and bring it home in third place. How was the car all night long?
The car felt nice compared to the official sessions. It had a lot more grip. It was just a little bit edgy, especially in turn 1, trying to stay out of that wall, but you had to hit the line right in order to get through the corners.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, you looked good out there. Did you think you had the car, though, that could beat Paul and Cedric up front?
I think I had a chance. I was keeping up with them until I made that move on Zach, and I have to apologize to him for that because that's not how I want to race him. I know I put him in the wall there, but I think there would have been a chance if I would have kept it clean, and we could have seen what happened.
Well, we saw the incident you're talking about there. It looks like you got down on the apron. Did you feel the car get on the apron and kind of bounce? Because that's what it looks like. You kind of got on the apron and bounced and just shot back up the track on you.
Well, yeah, that's a risky move. I came out of 4 and I got a run on him, but it wasn't enough to get ahead of him so that I would clear him into the run, and he held his line really well. So when I went down on the apron, it just, like you said, it shoots the car back up, and he was there, and that's my fault.
All right. Well, hey, racing is a very tricky track, and usually just one groove, and sometimes you got to make those moves in order to make the passes, because I was just saying, well, the move that was made there from the end, definitely not going to be no Hallmark Christmas cards gave between those two. But either way, Nick, man, you brought it home at third. You got to be out there you want to thank?
Oh, yeah, I just want to thank the admins for doing all this that they do. They race and they run the show, so that's pretty cool of them. And I want to thank you, of course, for broadcasting this. You do a really great job, Joe.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, as always, it's my pleasure, Nick. Congratulations on bringing that thing home in third tonight.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, man. Well, let's go get our second place man, Paul Pepper, and bring him up here and see what we got. Paul Pepper, Joe in the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Well, Paul, all we got to say, and all the viewers out there has got to say, is wow, what a finish! I mean, that was just amazing for us to watch. And I know probably no birthday or Christmas cards will be exchanged between you and Cedric out there. But it definitely is a tough track, tough place to pass here. A lot of times you got to make some aggressive moves. But I caught the kick and run. It's well known as the bump and run, and that's what it looked like. Take us back to those closing laps out there. Did you know he was faster? Did you felt like he was faster? Did you feel like you had the car to hold on?
Yeah, it was more the dump and run into 3 there, but I was better in 1 and 2, and Cedric was better in 3 and 4, pretty much all race. And I guess that's just what you got to do to win, man. We'll be here next week, and it's a shame. Cedric and I, we raced real clean together the whole race, and we've had a really good relationship. I haven't raced much over here, but hey, man. Chalk that one down in the memory bank, and we'll move on to next week.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, like I say, it's not really a short track, but a lot of times you see moves like that on shorter tracks. It's just one of these tracks where it is a one groove style. And I was just talking to Nick, he got into Zach earlier on by doing an aggressive move. And I guess maybe that's just kind of product, some of the track, some of the car. And again, hey, I understand, upset, tempers flare. You brought it home. You definitely had a bad, fast machine out there. Now, early on in the race, you were leading a lot. It looks like you took a pit stop. You got out there, and then Cedric and all the other guys got around you. Then maybe on that pit stop, something wasn't right earlier on or with the car, because it looked like you dropped off pace. And then as soon as the last caution, well, you just kind of turned the wick on. So was it something middle of the race kind of different?
Yeah, we had we got the wall a couple times and got a little bit damaged, and then the 20 got into our left rear and gave us a little bit more damage. And then when we hit that pit stop, I used that fast repair, and it just straightened the car right out. But yeah, they were pulling me on that second run. Cedric was really quick on that second run. Yeah, it was a good run overall. It's good to be back with these guys, great group of guys, and I like racing with everyone here and enjoy the broadcast you guys put on, and we'll move on to Richmond. We're bad fast there too.
Yeah, absolutely you are. Bad fast. Well, I saw you bad fast back in the Talladega race, I believe it was, we did earlier on there. Definitely was something to watch. And hey, you came out here second tonight, definitely had a good car, definitely had something out here to show them. Got anybody out there you want to thank for tonight?
Yeah, just my sponsor, Outliers Mining Solutions, Host Venom, HPP, Simulation Pedals, Clipping That Apex, Detour Gold. Everyone who's tuning in watching, thank you guys for the broadcast and the awesome job you guys do up there in the booth. And we will see you next Saturday at Richmond, Joe.
Well, absolutely. Under the lights there at Richmond. As always, Paul Pepper, congratulations. We'll bring that thing home in a second.
Thanks, sir.
All right, well, let's go down to victory lane here, because, folks, well, I don't know if he's probably kind of ducking or hiding, kind of worried about maybe where Paul's at, maybe trying to see if he can't get out of here, but we're going to grab him before he leaves the raceway area, because tonight's winner, Cedric Hunter. Cedric Hunter, Joe White in the booth, got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, Cedric, are you hiding behind a tree? Because after the move and the excitement that was brought there on the final laps, and I'll tell you what, you had the people on the feet, had me on my feet almost here in the booth there, and hey, this is a product of this track and all. I was talking to Nick a little bit earlier. He got into Zach there. You got to make some aggressive moves here, being a one groove style track that this is. But, the old adage, I call it the kick and run, but it's usually they say it's the bump and run. But how do you feel? Take us back to those last couple laps when you were behind Paul.
Yeah, it was more of a dump and run, I guess. I mean, it wasn't my intention. I was actually trying to get below him and kind of give him a nudge in the door like he did to me previous, or like it was the run before that or whatever. The time he got by me, he basically did the same thing, and he was a lot better than I was in 1 and 2. So I knew if I was gonna get him, it was gonna be turn 3, and I was working on him for the last couple laps. In that corner specifically, and he changed his line to start blocking, which actually was really smart. So I give him props for that. And coming down to the end, I mean, you have to try and do something, especially with the playoffs right around the corner. I mean, you need any type of momentum you can get.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a lot of momentum here. You know, Darlington's a tough track. Got Lady in Black here, get the Darlington stripes, and it definitely hit a lot of people. It's just one of them tracks where, you know, we say it, we see it. It's a one groove style. The high line is the preferred line here. The cars just kind of just drift up there. Really not a lot you can do as a driver. You can try to hold it down low, but usually not the best place to be. And to make a move, like I said, to go up underneath him, you know, I think Paul, he said he was faster, I believe, 1 or 2. You were faster 3 and 4. So it definitely was a balancing act between the two. But hey, you pulled off the victory here tonight at Darlington for the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. That's awesome, man. How was the car all night long, though?
Car was fast. It wasn't typically when I race around this track, I'm not used to, you know, the colder weather, just the weather in general that we had. So there's a lot of grip most of the time, or throughout most runs. All you have to do is just kind of, you know, push it, but you know, not over push it, because it was really easy also to burn off your tires due to the fact that it's so cold, and you know, the speed could catch you off guard. So it felt good. There's a lot of grip, and yeah, felt fast. It was good.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and that's a good thing, man, to know, because I didn't get to talk to a lot of the drivers to find out how the track was and how it was feeling throughout the race. I mean, I could tell a lot of you guys were, you know, flirting with disaster turn after turn, obviously with the, you know, the wall up there and so forth and so on. You're right, the playoffs right around the corner. Let me get your feeling on how you feel about that, because after Richmond, we start the playoff, the chase here at the RacinFreeks Sim Racing League. How do you feel going into that now? You got a little momentum, you got a win here tonight. I mean, out of a tough track, even though it probably, well, like to say, I guess you could say controversial, or either way you want to look at it, definitely exciting on our end, but win's a win. And going into Richmond next week, how you feel about that, and then heading into the chase?
I feel pretty, it might sound bad, but I feel pretty bad going to Richmond. This is not when it's actually one of my, how can I say it, worst tracks, or it's not particularly the track that I enjoy. So for that track in particular, I'm not that excited for it. I'm kind of just looking on, you know, getting a top 10, top 5, kind of getting it out of the way, and moving on to Chicagoland. I'm really excited for the chase. It has a lot of 1.5 miles, which are my style of driving. So hopefully we can get it done this year and get the Homestead.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely, and it would be awesome to see you at Homestead. Crown a champ. Either way, we're crowning one at the end of this one, and it's going to be a fight to the end here. But again, congratulations to tonight's winner, Darlington, South Carolina, Darlington Raceway, Cedric Hunter. Man, you got him out there. You want to thank for this victory?
I want to give a shout out to DePaul there for the last couple laps. It was really good racing. I mean, actually, just the entire race in general was really, really good racing. I'm glad he didn't wreck at the end. I was hoping to give him my bump, I guess, was a little harder or dirtier than the one he gave to me at Phoenix at the beginning of the year, but nonetheless, I guess the result was the same. So, I mean, awesome job to him. He did one heck of a job the entire race. I want to give a shout out to my teammates, you know, for being, you know, the awesome teammates that they are. I think Brandon disconnected halfway through that race, so he didn't get the result, obviously, that he wanted. And Bobby's dealing with, you know, the hurricane and all that stuff. So, huge shout out to you guys that do the broadcast. I heard Dave was with you for most of the race, so that was pretty cool. Shout out to all the viewers and everybody watching. You know, all the support is great. Since actually it's Darlington and it was Throwback Paint Scheme, I'm going to give a huge shout out to the paint schemes. I'm not sure if you got them to work, but tonight I was running Smokey Unix paint scheme from back in the day. So, you know, huge shout out to him and to all those guys from back then.
Yeah, absolutely, as always. And I was able to, on the split screen view there, was able to get a shot of your throwback paint scheme, and most of them, for some reason, I was having trouble. And I apologize to all the drivers, the viewers out there. I was having trouble with trading paints all race long, and I did everything I could earlier on. And I finally decided, well, I better start focusing on the race, because eventually the race will be over with. But yeah, I eventually got some of the throwback schemes there on the split side, so we did get some of those sponsors out there for you. And again, congratulations on the win tonight here, Cedric.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, folks, I tell you what, that right there was a thriller of a finish, and Cedric Hunter brings it home here tonight. Paul Pepper in second, Nick Crawford third, Zach Hall finishing in fourth. Gerald West, Jay Weezy right there in 5th. Christopher Matthews 6th. Jeff Gilmore 7th. Tyler Conroy in 8th. Albert Moyer powers it back to get in 9th place. Randy right there. Fayosh, he powers in the top 10. He hung on. Got him a good top 10 run. Joshua Edis. I'm going to say it's Edis. Starting in 11th right there. Finished 11th. James Hackworth 12th. John LeBalmer in 13th. Edward Burrow in 14th. Brandon Mullen sitting in 15th. Mark Whitley 16th. Darrell Ricketts finishing out in 17th. Old Bob Skinner tonight. He started Parkland so he could get his points in here. Definitely, like we said, our thoughts and prayers to everyone down there in Florida. Everyone still in Texas that was dealing with Harvey. Everyone's dealing with Irma down in Florida. Hey, as always, it was a hurricane battle here. As man, the final laps, wow, go back, relive that one, watch it again, watch it 5-6 times if you got to, because it was an awesome battle between Paul Pepper and Cedric Hunter there, as they did it big at Darlington, South Carolina. Darlington Raceway, RacinFreeks Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. Folks, it's Joe White up here in the booth. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll be here live tomorrow night, doubleheader night tomorrow. We got Wind's Tail Cup Racing, Talladega style. That's right, Super Speedway. And then we go from a Super Speedway to a short track because we got Next Gen Sim Racing, or Next Gen Racing, that is, for the high country trucking, right after the Wind's Tail tomorrow as we go to New Hampshire. So until then, everyone, have a good night and appreciate everybody coming out.
Have you ever wanted to drive a real race car on a famous NASCAR track? The staff at Stock Car Racing Experience will suit you up, teach you what you need to know, and put you behind the wheel of a 160-mile-per-hour stock car on NASCAR's famous Pocono Raceway.
That was great. I enjoyed it. Unbelievable.
It's that unique, one-of-a-kind experience you'll never forget.
It was definitely worth it. The second time I did it, and I'm still shaking.
Call or register online at 877stockcar.com for a heart-pounding, once-in-a-lifetime experience. You won't forget it.